God sees the load limit, and He comes to your rescue. You know, this is a God that I've been serving for 51 years. Well, it's soon be 52 years. These years are going by real quick. But you know, trials, and I want to bring this out, and I know, well, I've got a few more minutes. But I know that sometimes we think, well, why would a trial make a difference in who I am? Why would it bring me any closer to God? What is it about a trial? It'll make you call on God. And when that alarm went off in Hawaii yesterday morning, for 38 minutes that a missile was headed their way, I said I wondered how many were praying, how much prayer was going on. And I'm sure it brought to light the reality of things happening that could happen. It could happen to us. So we need to get our praying done now. But you know, trials can result from the comfortable things that we have in life. Water, we have to have water to survive. We need water to bathe. We need it for everything. When the water is cut off from your house, there's nothing you can do, hardly, just like electricity. But also, if there's too much water, you can drown. If there's too much of it, the flood can come and just wash you away. God knows your load limit. He gives us what we need. The sun shines. It warms the earth. We've got to have the sun. If it weren't for the sun, everything would die. All vegetation would die. We would die. Everything would be frozen stiff, like we were last week or so. But you know, there's a balance in salvation. We've got to take the good along with the bad. We've got to take the bad along with the good. But that same sun, you go out and lay out in the yard all day or work out there. I've mowed, spent about 3 hours in the yard mowing and weeding in the summertime. Go in the house and look in the mirror, and I look like a lobster. So red. That sun that had warmed and caused my grass to grow and made my yard so pretty to me had burnt me up. Next day I had blisters on my nose. So, you know, God knows what our load limit is. If the earth was any closer to the sun than it is, we would burn up, we'd be gone. But God knows. He knows the boundaries. He knows where to put us, what to let us go through. And the fire that warms us in our houses, you let it get out of control and it'll burn your house down. So the fire that comes in our lives has a work to do. The fiery trials that Peter speaks about. It works for us. It's in our favor, the fiery trials. But if God didn't know our load limit, those fire trials would burn us up and we'd be no more. So, you don't know how much your load limit is, and I don't know how much mine is, but thank God He knows. My brother and his wife have lost 3 daughters out of 4 children. They've lost 3 daughters. And I've heard people say, well, I don't know how in the world they went through it. I said, I know, because both of them had God in their hearts. A lot of people would put a gun to their head and blow their brains out. But when you've got God, you've got all you need to be able to stand those fiery trials. If the bottle is not treated, some people say, well, I don't see any need of going to church. I can stay home. I can see the preachers on TV. I can read my Bible and I can pray. But you can get more in the house of God. You need the fellowship. You need the communion with God. You need all of these things. So, church, I want to leave this with you this morning. A little crack, and look out. Because the devil, you know, if you crack the door, if somebody comes knocking on your door, and you don't know who it is, could be a murderer, could be a thief, and you open that door just a little bit, just crack it a little bit, he'll put his foot right in it, so you can't close it back. And that's exactly what the devil will do to you. If you give him an inch, he'll take a mile. If you give him a mile, he'll take 10 miles. And he'll rob you of your joy. So if there's any breach in us this morning, God knows it. And God can take us off of that little nail we're hanging on. You know, there's a scripture that speaks about a nail, a sure nail in a holy place. And God can just nail us up in a holy place and hang us up in the household of God, and he can take care of us. He knows every one of our needs. So church, I want you to be encouraged. I don't want you to be discouraged thinking about, well, oh Lord, you blessed me today, I'm going to go through a trial tomorrow. Have you ever heard people say that? I've said it myself. When I get such a rich blessing, I think, oh Lord, what's going to happen tomorrow? You're preparing me for something, I know, Lord. But we don't need to think that way. We need to say, God, it's in your hands. You know me, and you know what I need. So I want to encourage you. Next time the trial comes, try not to complain about it. You know, some of us get big complainers sometimes. I do. And God doesn't want us to do that. He wants us to trust him. And if we feel like we're that bomb in the smoke this morning and there's things going on that we just cannot deal with, bring it to him. Holler out to him. Lord, I need you. Come to me. I need you now. And when he comes to you, that'll make the biggest difference in your life. You'll never know anything any better than have God come in and take care of what needs to be taken care of. God bless you. I love every one of you. Richard, you're just a bottle hanging in the smoke this morning. But you know something? There's something going on inside of you that the world don't see. There's a mellowing, and there's a ripening, and there's an aging getting you ready for heaven. Just like all the rest of you that have the Spirit of the Lord in you and know God. The world can't see what's going on inside. God knows. And he knows when you're right, and he knows when you're ready to pick. So when we're ready to pick, he'll pick us up, and he'll give us what we need. Praise the name of the Lord. May God bless you. May he add his blessings to this word and to your lives. And you go out of here today saying, I may be a bottle in the smoke, but the Master's got a great big pot of oil. And he's going to rub me down in it good when I need it. You know, you can have some dry skin, and the older I get, the drier my skin gets. And I used to see Mama take out that lotion bottle. She was the world's worst. She was always smeared up in something, you know. Daddy said he should have bought stock in lotion and powder. But you know, as you get older, you get drier. And I understand now why she did it. But it just smooths out the skin. Some won't take out some of these wrinkles anymore. But it take those white patches off. And oil will do a lot of things for us. The oil of gladness. God will give us the oil of joy. So I want us to stand this morning, and I'm going to open up the altar. If there's anybody that would like to come to the altar and seek the Lord,